Attention concerned citizens, we are recording the first ever live episode of We Have Concerns, and we want you to be there. It's happening Friday, February 20th at 7 p.m. as part of The Lab at the Nerd Melt showroom, and tickets are totally free. To find out how to join us, head to live.wehaveconcerns.com.
Have you seen that website that will like take code from movies and find out what it's actually from?
Oh, yeah.
That's really fun. It's like all just like junk, boring code. And they're like, we got to hack into the Pentagon.
It's like, oh, actually, this is from Mac Paint.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a hypercard stack that actually runs the game Myst.
Oh, that's so funny. Hollywood.
This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Prison sentences.
What are they good for? Keeping prisoners
rehabilitating.
Rehabilitating.
If they're working. Actually, they're not that great.
Not that much.
This was submitted to the subreddit, which is wehaveconcerns.reddit.com by a gentleman named Devourment, who spells his E's with threes. Hacker speak. That's where we were coming from.
Elite.
On that. There is a theoretical drug, or there is an idea that theoretically in the future we will administer a drug to prisoners that slows their perception of time.
Mm-hmm.
They could feel like they're serving a 1,000-year sentence in 8.5 hours.
Well, I call that LA traffic. I call that LA traffic. Is this on? Are you getting all this? You know what I call that, Anthony? Los Angeles traffic.
If you guys could see the look on my face right now, I'm just so livid with you. I'm so livid. So no, this basically not just slows it slows their perception of time, but it also, according to the article, slows their perception of time in such a way that they can do 1,000 years of thinking in 8.5 hours, which to me.
Yeah, let's give this to the smart people. Not the prisoners.
Which to me is like, fuck you wasting your time with that. I invented this drug. What's it good for? Oh, nothing except punishment.
Punishes prisoners.
This is all it does.
My first thought is, you know what would be great? I like how it's in the context of like, we gotta get the prisoners out of the prisons. It's a drain on the taxpayer. It's so expensive. What can we do? Well, we can make them think they've been in there exponentially longer for a much shorter amount of time. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you know what a prisoner's going to do for 1,000 years of thinking? Devise ways to destroy more people.
Yeah. Well, this is crazy because it's like inventing an oven. It's like, oh, what's that for? Oh, you put cats in it and they die.
Yeah.
What?
It actually does do that.
Let me show you.
Probably not the primary.
Let me just show you around. Let me show you some of the things that I've created in my lifetime.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see.
It sits on the ceiling of a room, and you turn it on.
Yep.
And these blades here begin spinning.
Oh, it kind of created a nice little windy sensation.
Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of that because this is more for putting babies in.
Oh, you stick a baby into that?
Yeah, just their soft spot, like right up, and then it's just thunk, 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 thunk.
Oh.
Right up, straight up destroyed a baby.
You destroyed a lot of babies in here.
Yeah, you could destroy, with the blades spinning that quickly, I don't know, like 10 babies a minute.
Oh, it's cool because the babies are sort of drawn to this room because of how cool and temperate it feels.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get, because I wind up having to put on like a light sweatshirt.
Yeah. Well, you break a sweat holding babies above your head. Why didn't you just mount it on the floor?
Oh.
Where babies hang out.
Well, I don't want to get in the way of it. Because I walk around on the floor.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's really easy
to
lift
on
the
the ceiling. Yeah.
This is a drug that allows you to do years of thinking in a minute.
Well, you know the other thing is the reason we
make people suffer.
The reason we put people in prison is not to just make them think about what they did.
No, it's mostly to think about what they've done, right?
No, it is honestly to separate them from the rest of the population. And if they're out in 8.5 hours,
but this
I don't
is the
think
thing.
that this really did a very good job.
But you're still thinking in terms of normal time. This man has had X number of years to actually think about what they've done. It feels like he's been imprisoned for what he's done for such a long time.
But then he looks down and sees his young body and thinks he's immortal.
No.
He's empowered. He walks out and he's like, I am a god. I have lived 1,000 years and not aged a day. Maybe I'm a vampire. I better eat people.
I have thought, yeah, he's got 1,000 years of planning on you.
Exactly. He's like 27 steps ahead at this point.
I mean, plus, wouldn't this just make people go insane, though?
Yeah.
If you had to sit in a room for 1,000 years, I mean, even 40 years of prison. Like, imagine that. You're sitting for 40 years. It's only a few minutes, right? But it's 40 years. You're not
haven't
eating.
moved.
You're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You're not,
what is your brain doing?
You don't get super speed. Do you get super speed?
I bet you do.
You get super speed.
It's like that scene of
this guy's
Quicksilver.
like, cool. Here's all the superpowers.
Yeah. Oh, sorry you knocked over that 7-Eleven. Here's all the superpowers.
You killed someone, and that's wrong.
Oh.
Here are superpowers.
Well, that seems bad.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Now you take these superpowers.
So I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna outthink you. I'm gonna move super fast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill a lot of more people.
No,
this is
a punishment. No more killing.
Nah.
Take these superpowers and don't kill anyone.
But what if I kill other people?
Why are we not giving incredibly small doses of this to, like you said, incredibly intelligent people?
Yeah, let them
and
think
letting
it
them
out.
Figure out. Imagine giving the most brilliant scientists of our time 100 years worth of planning in a day.
Yeah.
To solve our world's biggest problems.
Yeah, like you have a business meeting and you're just like, you take a little drop of this stuff and you're like, hang on a second. All right, I just spent 10 years on this.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
It's such a weird human thing to be like, this is punish drug.
I know.
This will do bad to people.
Stupid? Why are we so lame?
Because we haven't taken this drug. We haven't had the time to think about it.
Maybe if we took this drug, we'd realize, guys, we've been using this drug all wrong. Unfortunately, it's only the prisoners that would realize that. And of course, that's what they would say.
Yeah.
We're not going to believe them. They're like, guys, we've been thinking this through. We've been using this all wrong.
They all come out as people who have lived 10 lifetimes and thought about the nature of humanity. They come out better than us. We put prisoners in a room and give them a thing that makes them better than us and release them back out into society
with
criminal records. No one will hire them.
They are this enlightened, better than us version of human beings, and yet they can't vote. They're not able to get a job without claiming that they've committed a felony.
Listen, guys, I really think that I really want to vote. I really have given a lot of thought to this election. And
like, how much thought could you possibly have given to this election?
Basically the equivalent of 600 years worth of thought.
Well, that seems like a lot of thought. That's
but you did steal money.
Yeah, you did steal money
to buy food.
You're not going to be able to.
But you guys, that was 600 years ago for me, and I thought about why I stole that money. And there's like some real systemic economic oppression that's doing it. And
you literally stole things 8.5 hours ago.
To you,
right? To everybody.
But I've had a lot of time to think about it.
And now you think you should vote for president. We're not letting you vote. You lost your right to vote when you knocked over that 7-Eleven 8.5 hours ago.
Jeez. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. One of the people in the subreddit talked about giving this to people who have, like, maybe they're on their deathbed, or they have...
Oh, wow. Whoa, you just blew my mind.
Yeah, or they're very, like, they have a fatal illness. They only have a certain amount of time to live.
Whoa.
Like... Give them the time to experience everything.
Why would not everybody want to be using this all the time?
All the time. Well, Matt, if we were all on this drug all the time.
You know what the bummer about this drug is?
What?
You take some, there's no fucking going back.
If
you're having a bad trip, you're like,
dude,
you're in a bad way for 1,000 years.
So that's the nightmare, right?
Hey, Larry, how much did you take, man? How much did you take? You took like the thimbleful, right?
Well, I thought this whole bottle was
the whole bottle. Oh, fuck! Steve took too much. Hey, Larry, man, you're back. How long have you been out, man?
I've lived 1,000 lifetimes. I've seen the birth and death of the universe.
Oh, you don't really look too good, man. You look like you've seen some shit.
I have known the beginning and the end, and it is all the same.
Oh God, you really shouldn't have taken so much of that. I had like 6 summers that were awesome in my head. I was like loving it. I was relaxed. I would really do some good solid thinking.
I have been alone with my thoughts for millennia.
Oh, Jesus.
I can remember nothing and everything. I know the nature of all.
Wow, you really should have taken less. You know, the shitty thing too is we still have to pay rent this month. So.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I'm good for it. I'm going to work like double shifts tomorrow. I feel like I can handle it at this point. 12 hours at the movie theater is going to be pretty easy now. I think about that, the Stephen King short story, The Jaunt.
Oh, yeah.
Where they put people to sleep.
Yeah.
Before they put them in the teleporter.
Right.
I guess I'm spoiling it already.
Spoiler if you want to read The Jaunt by Stephen King.
Spoiler if you're going to read this short story from 1986. Yeah, they put people to sleep because if they go through the teleporter, even though it's instantaneous, the perception is that the jaunt lasts for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And so a child decides, like, fakes taking the stuff to put you to sleep because he wants to experience it.
Yeah.
Comes out the other side with, like, white hair, just, like, screaming, "Longer than you think, Dad! Longer than you think!" Cool. I think most people can't be alone with their thoughts for 15 minutes.
Oh, I think that's true.
Because imagine how weird it is to sit silently with your thoughts for 20 minutes, which I've been trying to meditate daily for 4 or 5 months now, and I can just kind of make it through 20 minutes at this point.
I think that
imagine years alone with your thoughts.
I think that if I took this drug, I would just be sitting there going, "Why can't my arm move? Why can't my arm move? Why can't my arm move?"
That's the
for
thing.
For 1,000 years.
Because your body doesn't
my leg
speed
doesn't
up.
Move either. Oh man, why is nothing moving?
Oh God.
Why is nothing moving?
I didn't even think
weird,
about
right?
that.
You're like trapped
God.
in this prison of your own body.
Because you're thinking if your brain
staring at the same shit for 1,000 years.
Oh.
Why is this one frame of The Simpsons still on? Why is this one frame of The Simpsons still on? Oh, that we
would have to create entire ways to interface with technology or something.
Super hyper fast play.
Super hyper fast, like something. Well, think about it. You could flip pages in a PDF as fast as you want.
Right.
Like pretty fast, right? The computer can handle that. It's a matter of how do you signal the computer to turn the page.
It's got to be automated. You get to take the dosage.
This is like the new millennium version of that Burgess Meredith Twilight Zone where he can read as much as he wants, but his glasses are broken.
I think we just realized why these people are only talking about it in terms of prison sentences. I think we just looped around. We were like, no, this would be great. You could have all this done. And then we could loop back around to, no, I'd be staring at the same fucking wall for what felt like 1,000 years.
Well, okay. So you could take the drug, have somebody standing by to trigger
the world's fastest monitor to update really quickly.
Yeah. You could set up, oh my gosh, because the monitor only has like a 240 refresh rate,
come
right?
Come on, right? And if you're talking about 1,000 years.
Oh my God, in 8.5 hours, 1,000 years, there's no way 1/240th of a second is going to be enough.
You probably wait about 1.5 years to have it refresh once.
Oh no! It's a prison drug! It really is a prison drug. What have we done?
Oh God, there's no turning back now. We already took it. Ah!
We would have to have incredibly fast refresh rate monitors.
All right, the first thing we need to invest in is let's get our top men on the monitors first. Then we can make the drug.
Yeah.
Let's get this refresh rate problem up.
Because what do we need the refresh rate to be?
Fucking amazing.
Fucking like 1/10,000th of a second or something?
Something insane.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got to get our top men on that first, and then maybe we can work on this theoretical drug. But I'm down for the theoretical drug. Imagine how much stuff you could get through if you're
because even if you took it with somebody, right? Like even if you took it with somebody who's like the king of guided meditation, right?
Or like the coolest guy you know.
Yeah. Here we go. We're doing it together.
Yeah.
But all you can do is stare at the coolest guy you know. That's got to be the worst, is knowing someone else is there with you, but you can't even communicate to them. Knowing Dr. Cool is sitting across
right
from you.
There.
He's right there. God, I wish I could just talk to Dr. Cool right now.
But he won't even...
I'm having so many realizations about the universe. Dr. Cool.
Knowing me, I would like, right after I took it, I would accidentally like look at my crotch, just like glance down. It would kick in and I would just have a 10,000 years of just staring at my own nutsack.
Somebody next to you is like blowing a spit bubble.
Oh yeah.
Or just or they're just like, it's just like their nose is just a little bit runny, not like super runny, but the kind of runny where you're like, dude, do you have a cold? Like, what is going on? You know that's happening. Why won't you just wipe it or pull it back?
Just fucking wipe it. It's been 60 years and you have not wiped your fucking nose.
It's just hanging there. It's just hanging.
Dude, I know every pore in your face now. I know
What if you right as it kicked in had an itch?
That is a prison sentence. That's the most horrible thing I could imagine.
Like a millennium itch.
That could happen. That could happen. 1,000 years of having a freaking itch on your earlobe and you can't do anything about it.
One of those itches where you can't tell if it's in your ear or in the back of your mouth.
Oh, God. That would be the worst thing.
For 1,000... Yeah, it's a prison drug. We're sorry about everything we said.
Oh, man. I really thought it could have been better, but no, man.
Maybe in a microdose. Give me an hour to sit still. Like a microdose?
Yeah.
But, dude, that would have to be like a microdose.
That would have to be a serious microdose. But that could be like...
God, and if anything went wrong, man, if they accidentally gave you the wrong dose.
Yeah.
If they... Oh, no.
Or, but it could be like, it could be really cool if you're at work. If you could do microdoses and you're at work and you're like 5-minute break could be like 6 years. Your 5-minute
No,
break.
because you're sitting still. That's not a break.
It's not a break. You're right. We're still back to prison drug.
It's prison drug.
We had to apologize to the writers of this article because we really doubted you.
We thought you were pessimists, but in reality, we're just idiots.
We are idiots.
We didn't think it through. If only we had more time to think it through. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
That's what we call Los Angeles traffic, everybody. Good night. Hey, can you think of an honest good use for this drug? If you
that
can think
doesn't
of
involve prisons.
Yeah, or like what would it take to get you to take the drug that would you do it? Could you sit alone with your thoughts?
Yeah.
Let us know on Twitter or on the subreddit. That's wehaveconcerns.reddit.com. On Twitter, I'm at @acarboni.
And I'm at Jeff Canada.
And if you've seen a story like this, the subreddit's where to put it, or wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com, and maybe we'll discuss it here on the show.